What up, baby? You gonna jump? You gonna jump? You gonna jump? You gonna jump? Oh, I thought she was about to jump. Oh, yeah, they ready to get out, huh? Y'all ready to get out? Come on out. Started me a little fire this morning. And that's what's good about these wood chips. When I get a fire going, I can come out here and grab the big stuff out the wood chips. And now it's easy to get a fire going every morning. Another added benefit of the wood chips. There it is. Just take some twigs out the wood chips. Throw it in the fire. Keep my fires going. All right, so we got to get these ducks squared away. We gonna get some water, get them some more food, and see that food. Oh, this seems pretty good. This food, a little bit left, but they almost ate it all. So 3 is enough for them. 3 scoops is more than enough. All right, where are the eggs? Let's go ahead and dump the water, get them some fresh water. Yep, we'll get them some fresh water, get them some food. And we got 3 more eggs yet again. We'll get those in a minute. 3 eggs again, they're doing great. All right, let's get them a snack and get them some food and water. Yep, come on. Come on. One, 2, last one, 3. There we go. All right, so we got them done, got their food, got the eggs. Let's get the eggs put away, and then we'll get them a snack and put the babies up. All right, fire should go good. All these twigs are gonna make for good fires from here on out. We about to have a good time with this. Let's go. Good job, babies. Good job. Good job, baby. And we back to jumping, huh? You done figured it out now. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, y'all getting some too. She just jumped. There you go. All right, babies are squared away, and I gotta jump today.
It's Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. It's 46 degrees and partly cloudy there. Today, it'll be partly cloudy with a forecasted high of 62 and a low of 32.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what it do, y'all? Good morning, baby.
Good morning, Shaw.
Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Oh yeah. Another beautiful morning. Hey, it feels like wisdom kicking in already. Hey, so I got a lot of good to talk about today. Hey, yesterday was amazing. And I even got to teach my son something yesterday. Yeah, that was probably one of the most important things. So yesterday, I had my first class of, well, I've had my first day with 2 classes. So that means I spent more than 3 hours in skates yesterday, and I wasn't at a skating rink. That's a first for me. Ooh, that's a big deal. And I'm saying, I also went swimming and came out here for a hike yesterday. That's a big deal. Your boy feeling it for real. And I'm telling you, I feel great this morning. I can't wait this morning to tell you about what happened to me yesterday. Oh my goodness. So let's see how this goes down. Yesterday, I went for a hike, came out here. I went for a swim. Hey, I got that swim, and that swim was beautiful. Gave me plenty of time to think. That's what's so important about stuff like this. It gives me time to think, get my thoughts together, because I got to perform. So yesterday, first class was at 5 o'clock. Hey, I'm just jumping around. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, y'all. Okay, anyway, first class was at 5 o'clock. Now, this class, 2 people that I've never seen on skates before. Now, I'm only doing 5 people per class. I done came up with some great ideas for this, y'all. I got Facebook groups going with members of 5. And what I'm trying to do is get some teams started. I'm trying to get teams started. I'm trying to get people to be in class with each other and enjoy each other and want to learn together and maybe even come up with some steps together. And then they show up at the skating rink together, and then they putting on performances together, and then we traveling around the city and around the world doing these things. I'm saying so many great ideas came out of yesterday. Now I'm thinking we could do little performances around the neighborhoods, around the city, around Cincinnati. We can go out and clean up neighborhoods and then put on a performance for the kids to show them that there's something else other to do than what you see every day. You got to show them a different way. And I'm saying this is an activity that you can do. Look, remember when you was a kid, the little activities that you used to do and they were hard to do? I'm telling you, skating is not like that. You could put on your skates and go to a tennis court and go have fun. And so that's what I plan on doing. Getting these teams together, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna have performances against each other. Kind of like wilding out at roller skating. Groups of 5, like a basketball squad. Let them come up with their own teams. Let them come up with their own everything, their own routines, their own music. And then we gonna just show up on a basketball court. Show up on an event. I said we could show up on the Taste of Cincinnati and show out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying there's so much that we can do, and we could be cleaning up the world, the city, people's minds along the way. Get people healthy. Anyway, let's get back to what happened yesterday. That was visions for the future. Yep, just wanted to get those out because it seems like everything I talk about, it come to be. What I'm saying, it seems like everything that I talk about, it come to me. Oh my goodness. Let's set it free. It's coming back, baby. All right, anyway, yesterday we had class. First 2 people, I never seen them on skates before. I was scared, y'all. I'm saying, your boy was actually very, very nervous. I'm saying, I experienced what felt like butterflies in my stomach because I know I can get somebody to skate better that I know. And see, this is the thing. Everybody who was in my first class, not trying to be funny, but they want this to work just as bad as me. So I feel like sometimes they might be thinking I just know what's best, and I don't. I'm learning, just like they are. And what I'm saying is, I need all the input I can get, and I'm getting great input from them. But when you got somebody that don't care about you giving you info, you're gonna hear the truth. And then you really hear the truth from kids, let's just be clear. But somebody who don't care about you and they care about themselves, I mean, they're gonna tell you the truth because they're gonna let you know if it's to the value level that they want. They're gonna let you know if they'll be back. And I'm saying, I was scared. I was nervous. And my oldest son saw that. And so well, he ain't see it. I don't know if he saw it, but he was near me. And I'm not used to that. And so while he was near me, I told him, I said, big boy, you know what your dad is going through right now? And I broke down in words every emotion that I felt. Fear, scared, fear of what? Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear that what I do is not gonna be good enough. I explained to him every feeling. And then afterwards, you know what I did? I said, now it's time to go put on a show. Put all them feelings aside and let's go do what we do. Hey, I'm still nervous like that, even now. But guess what, y'all? I went out there and I did what I did. And I'm saying everybody enjoyed it. And everybody said they're coming back. Nobody was in a rush to leave, please believe. They understood, it seemed like everybody understood the dream, everybody understood the vision, and everybody understood how it was gonna benefit and help them. And I'm saying that's what you gotta do, you gotta get buy-in. And now I feel like we headed in the right direction. Everybody, I guess what I'm saying is, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying things are going good. I'm saying this morning your boy feeling blessed. I feel healthy, my mind feels stable. I don't know. We did a lot of talking about balance yesterday, and we did a lot of balance work. I be worried because I can hear the excitement in people's voice when I'm teaching them. I can hear this is what I want. Show me how to get to that. And boy, it's hard because I hate trying to rein people back in to get to understand. I got you, grasshopper. Slow down. Yep. I'm saying, if I'm talking about balance and speed, oh my goodness. If you ain't got balance before you get going, it ain't gonna be much going. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell people. And I know I be talking confusing to people, and I'm sorry, I apologize, but everybody flowed with my words very easily yesterday. I be worried that somebody's gonna take offense. I ain't here to tell you what to do, but I'm here to tell you what to do. Figure it out. You gotta stick. If you need something to depend on, that's what's there. Now, y'all, I need help naming the stick. I wanna name it something dependable, because it's gotta be there when you need it. But I'm saying then I also wanna name it something that means don't depend on it. Just know that it's there. I referred to it as something like faith yesterday, but I'm saying you should depend on your faith. You should be able to depend on your faith, excuse me. Or else, if you can't depend on your faith, that means your faith is shaky. And I'm saying my faith ain't shaky, it's me who's shaky, and I don't feel like I'm shaky at all. Whew. Ugh. Your boy Punk. I'm telling you. I feel like it is me that is the variant in life. I'm saying I witnessed that other people lack self-control. I just feel like I have more self-control, but I tell you, that just says more. That ain't complete. Nobody in this world has arrived, not even me. I understand that. That means I agree. Oh yeah. I feel like a flea, small, and always bothering people. People be feeling like their life is going good. And I'm saying, that's just because you ain't seen it's a cliff up ahead. It's a waterfall coming. If you ain't feel the water start to speed up, get out the damn water. I'm saying, hey, I had to explain to a couple of people yesterday. We talking about comfort zones, and I explained it through water yesterday. What happens when water hits a comfort zone? People don't understand what comfort zone is for water. Look, this water clearly ain't comfortable. You know why it ain't comfortable? Because it's running. When it gets to a puddle, a pond, a low spot, that's when water gets comfortable. And then it stays too long, and that's called stagnating. And I'm saying that's what happens to the body. So when you start to feel comfortable, it's time to make a move, y'all. If you don't, I'm telling you, you'll feel a pain. I'm telling you, think about it like you're sitting on the couch. Look how we just walked through that so slick, like this always been the way. I'm saying that's how I'm feeling out here today. What I'm trying to tell you is, sit on that couch for too long. See if you don't get bed sores. Maybe you get couch sores. Sit in the bed too long. Maybe you'll get bed sores. Why? Why do you get sore from sitting too long? It's that body stagnating. Get up, get out, and do something with your life. And that's what I'm saying. And when I teach on these skates, I'm telling people, we gonna get to a point where we find a new comfort zone. And then when you find that new comfort zone, you're gonna find a way to push yourself in that comfort zone. I'm saying, live on your, find a way to always try and live on the edge of your comfort zone. That's what I'm trying to get people. I'm not trying to get you to outside of your comfort zone. I'm trying to get you to push your comfort zone. You know what that's called? That's called growth. Yep, even plants do it. They push up from the bottom. I don't know how I'm gonna tie that together, but that is a true statement. I'm saying, when a plant grows, it grows from the bottom and it pushes up as it grows. How does that tie together? Why am I still focused on it? It's like I'm reaching for that one. Nope, let's get off of it. But you know it's true. I just ain't figured out. Oh, thank you, yeah, whoever did it. Much respect. Your boy is with it. That was a redirect. God said, boy, time to quit it. I said, okay, I'm listening. What else happened yesterday? Oh, so the classes went good, both of them. Oh, see, the water already starting to get a little bit shallower here. So what happened? Like I said, I taught both classes. We did figure out how to use the 1 hour time frames. Everybody seemed to enjoy themselves. Everybody felt like they got a lot out of it. I had one student who didn't feel comfortable with their ECP being put up. So I did not put it up, but I did save it. We agreed that I will save it, and at a later date, when they feel more comfortable and they feel like because they did say they will be coming back, I will use their footage at a later time. I'm just appreciative they cooperated that much and did it. And that means that everybody had a decent time. I guess when I find the first person who does not want to do an ECP at all, I'm assuming that that will mean that is also a person who did not enjoy themselves. And I guess what I'm saying is, I know I'm gonna run into that person. I know I'm gonna run into it. I mean, barbering has taught me that. Lawn care has taught me that. Photography has taught me that. Did I say barbering? I think I did. That taught me that a lot. And I'm saying, it just takes time. But that's why I'm only doing 20 students right now. Now what I've decided is, once I get to a bigger building and we open more like 24 hours, then I'll have not just more than 20 students, but more than 20 members. Because I'm gonna also allow people to come and skate in the open hours that are not interested in learning from me. I'm saying, I do not want to force everybody in the club to be like, I ain't trying to make it like you got to be working with me. No, what I'm saying is, I have other instructors. Ha ha! I just snuck that one in. Oh yeah, I just threw out basically, I feel like I just picked up an instructor, my first instructor. Daggone, she showed up again yesterday, and I'm saying, put it out there, I need an instructor. So, once she get up to the point where she's ready to start instructing, she could take some of the hours that are open hours, but for right now, the open hours are gonna be for anybody just to skate in. I'm saying, I'm looking at how we can get other people growing, so I got an instructor now. And when she get to the point where she's ready to start instructing, which she learning with me along the way, and I'm learning, so, oh, we going around, see? Roadblock. God changed my direction in life, and I'm okay with it. Yep. So, I guess what I'm saying is, now I feel like I have an instructor, my first instructor. I got people helping. I got people supporting. Everything seems like it's coming together in the right way right now. And I'm saying, even with that, I just figured out the path for when I grow. Bigger building, even with a bigger building, what I plan on doing is just getting it to the point where it's gonna be enough space to where class can be held. Because look, you don't need much space for class. I'm saying we're not doing a whole lot of moving around. Ah, look what we found. Well, you know they got the money to pay now. And that boy still got something in it. I bet you it ain't no daggone Mountain Dew. Yeah. Hey, cash at me, baby. My bank account on a diet right now and it need more. Shaw the Barber. Oh, so that's another thing. We came up with the payment method. And everybody who's helped me with this up until this point, I have not required or received a single payment. And I'm glad, because this was more for feedback. This was like my soft opening. And I had my first 2 people who were not, you see what I'm saying? Everybody else is on my team. Now I have 3 classes going. I got Saturday class with 2 people in it. I got a Monday class at 5 with 2 people in it. And then I got a Monday class at 7 with 3 people in it. And now one of the people in my 7 is my instructor. So I really have a class with 2 people, because what I'm saying is she be giving good instruction, because she's the one who travels. I don't travel. She travels the country and skates all over the place, and then she brings back daggone wisdom. What I'm saying is, that's my instructor if she wants to take the role. And I'm happy with that, because she gives great advice and things that I don't think of. And that's very helpful. It gives more information to the people who are trying to learn. And so what I'm saying is, there it is. Well, I made the offer, and we'll see. But I feel like that's how it's gonna be. So then when I can't do classes, I got somebody to fill in for me. We gonna see. What else happened? Hey, I went to the bank yesterday. Daggone it. I wanted to come out here and report some good news here this morning, but I guess I didn't report all the good news for this morning. I thought I was gonna say I was done with another debt snowball debt, and I am not. But I feel like I can get to it by the end of this month. But don't worry, we still keeping pace. But ain't no buts. We're gonna get to it. Hey, so this young man stepped up to me yesterday. Yes, I don't know why, but people always do stuff like, he's like, oh, I would've got those towels for you. I'm like, you ain't gonna never have to clean up after me. Don't worry about that, I got this. He's like, it's my job. I said, not behind me, it's not. He's like, he said something about how he felt, and he told me he had back pains. And I'm like, oh man, you work at the place that saved me from my back pain. Let me explain something to y'all. At one point in time, I was having back pain where it was every other month I was in the ER for back pain. I had to go to physical therapy, and once physical therapy got me moving, that's when I understood I had no time to play around. It was not my time yet. I'm saying back pain is not fun. So I found that swimming pool, y'all. I found that swimming pool by accident. I just didn't want to get another Kings Island Caesars pass for my kids, because we never got my money's worth. Not how I felt we didn't. So I got a gym membership for me and my boys, thinking I'll just take them to the pool and then I'll go upstairs and work out. That ain't how it worked out. I just took them to the pool, and I just realized, man, I ain't trying to sit here and be bored while these kids playing in the pool. Let me get in the pool too. I got in the pool. Then I realized kids can stay in the pool a whole lot longer than adults. You know why? They keep it moving. We sit still. Hey, your boy started moving. Once I started moving, the water started warming up. Oh, I started to enjoy myself. And then I got a lap snorkel. And then everything changed, yeah. I ain't going into that whole story. What I'm saying is, if you suffering from back pain and you feel like your life is over, I'm saying get in that water. That water got some healing abilities to it, y'all. I don't know what it is, but I'm saying it bring life and everything now, don't it? Heck, you can't grow a single thing in this world without it. I'm saying return to it if you feel any kind of pains. Get the moving in that water. It reduces the daggone friction and stress on the joints and on the bones. I'm telling you, if nothing else, you will receive peace just by getting some of the weight off your shoulders. Go get in the pool and work out, y'all. If you can. If you can't, I'm saying I'll find another way. But skating ain't the right way if you got back problems. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You gotta get through that first. Hey, but I'm trying to tell you, so the young man told me that. He's like, oh, You know, I want to get back into it, but I'm like, hey, as soon as he hit me with that butt, hey, no buts, brother. Don't give me no excuses. I'm going to be checking up on you in a couple days. Get to it. He said, yes, sir. I'm like, he about to give me a story on why he can't accomplish it. What I'm saying is I ain't got time to talk to you. I feel bad, but you're going to give me a sob story on why your life ain't going the way it's supposed to. And what I'm telling you is you wasting too much time talking. Get out in that pool. Yeah. You want to talk with me, you got to be moving in my direction. Ain't no need for no correction. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. That junk came straight off the top of my head. Hell, we getting to it now. I'm starting to understand. And that's what's required, understanding. And guess what? You always got to be tuned in to understand. I'm saying it's a word being spoken everywhere around you. Somebody, anybody, everybody always can teach you something. If you think you're the only one who can teach or the only one who know everything about what you do, I'm saying I'm here to tell you that statement is not true. Hey, now that I'm watching all these YouTube videos, I'm saying there's people out there, I'm not saying they've mastered the art of skating, but I'm saying they have some tricks in their bag that I feel like they mastered. And see, that's what I'm saying. Too many people looking at it trick by trick. What I'm saying is you got to pull all that junk together. It ain't trick by trick. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going to pull these tricks together so fast. I'm telling you. And that's what I think most people's problem is. They too busy focused on the flash. Too busy focused on the cash. And I'm here to tell you that junk will never last. It's here today. It's soon to be a thing of the past. Yep. Hey, I'm telling you. We getting better. Everything that I do, that's my goal. That's what I set out to do. I don't wake up with no intentions on ever half doing nothing. And your boy ain't never bluffing. Call it if you want to. We'll see what it go through. Hey. Let's tune this one out. I don't know what I'm talking about. Didn't feel like it was going in the right direction. Oh my goodness, y'all. What are you gonna do today? Hey, actually, I paid all my bills this morning because I didn't get to them last night because I was trying to get the videos out. So people was like, can I get my video? I'm like, yeah, hold on. I know. I'm like, I ain't even left the class yet, but I got you. And I sent it to it. But so today, I ain't got to go to the pool. I ain't got to do nothing. I took care of the ducks. I might hang out with the ducks a little bit. I don't want them to feel neglected. Hey, I got to jump out my babies today. I'm so happy. I got one yesterday too, but the camera wasn't on. Anyway, I got to go. I don't have to work today. I got to catch up on some video editing. I definitely got to do that. And I'm going to work on some more of this skate school stuff. Because this is actually moving very fast. And so it is getting the majority of my focus, which is kind of throwing me off my balance a little bit. But that's what I'm talking about. I lived in my comfort zone. Now I'm throwing myself outside my comfort zone, and this is how growth happens. So we outside the comfort zone right now, yeah? And the skate school is now officially has 3 class days. And looks like we're taking off. Hey, it's gonna grow from here. Y'all stay tuned. We might have found a purpose. This might be what the channel might have been about, and we've been walking this whole time, talking this whole time, doing all these videos this whole time. I'm saying I could see how I could tie this to the way that I think. Everything that I taught somebody to do yesterday, I didn't have my stick. And I'm waiting on my bamboo to start coming in, because, boy, I'm taking a bamboo cane with me. Boy, we gonna have some people work, yeah. Hey, anyway, you never know what's coming your way. Hey, and I'm ready to see what's coming my way for the day. Much love, much respect. Hey, this your boy, and I'm out.